Hey everyone, it's Jenny Garcia, and in this video I am doing a Project Life spread using one of my DIY kits. This one is based in the Well Hello paper pad by Fancy Pants, I want to say. And I first I thought about using the paper pad because I do have squares that I want to fit, but I have so many cards and I really want to make a dent on them. So what I'm gonna do is take 4x6 cards and cut 1 inch off each side, that way I can use those two. And I have a mix of Project Life cards from so many kits. I have the one in the corner is from Studio Calico. I have a few from High Five. I have some from the happy place, yes, Happy Place by Dear Lizzie. I'm just looking through my cards which ones I can actually cut without ruining the design. And one of the photos, the one on the top right of my hands, is actually from next week's spread. In that space goes a picture that I took of my daughter's classroom, but since there are other kids in that photo, I didn't want to share it. So if you do videos, this is a good way to maybe not use photos of other people. If you don't like using photos of your children, you can just pick a photo where there are the back is to the camera and print it in black and white and use it for every layout and things like that, because I don't like to see layouts without the photo because somehow I get distracted by it, because my main point when I do Project Life or I do layouts, it is the photo, it's the story. So when I don't see it, I'm like the whole layout, it could be beautiful but it's somehow lost to me, or maybe I'm way too sentimental. This card is from High Five and I'm using the Studio Calico Alphas to write the title. And I love Studio Calico Alphas, they make such great alphas. I think whenever they have a sale, that is the first thing that I grab, just a bunch of alphas. I'm gonna use emoji wood veneer. I added wood veneers to my kits because I have way too many that I don't use nearly enough. So this is a good way to make sure I use them. The label is from Ellie Studio, and Ellie Studio during Black Friday has really good sales. You know, they have bundles, they sell their kits a little bit cheaper. They have the mystery kits. So this is a great way. If you are low on funds, you can wait until Black Friday and just splurge. And to stamp in green, I use the Studio Calico Color Story ink pads, and I really like these inks. They're also really good on photos. And I have a bunch of these little hearts that I cut out using a long fond die. And for this heart, I use kind of a leather material that I got. And I wanted to layer a little bit more. So I'm gonna dump one of those mystery bags kits in there. And I've thought about putting them apart and just I have my embellishments divided by color in an Alex drawer that I'm hoping to show soon. I want to clean up my room nicely so I can do like a crappy room tour. And so I thought about just putting everything separated by color and putting in the drawers, but this is way easier when I want to do this kind of thing. Maybe I just grab the whole kit and hopefully I use most of it. And I love these tiny alphas. They are from Jelly Bean Soup. And I'm gonna write thrifted because I got these cool little bowls at the thrift store. And I cut that out because you guys know how to put letters in a label. But I'm gonna layer it a tiny bit with some washi tape. And the label is actually from Freckle Fawn. I haven't bought anything from Freckle Fawn in a while, but I have a lot of products of when I used to subscribe to their kits. And I'm gonna try to keep these spread fairly simple because I do have lots of pictures and elements and different colors. So I'm gonna try to calm myself, but I can't promise anything. And in my Rhino, I have the washi tape that I selected for this kit. I have no idea where to put it, but if you look closely, it looks like the heart is growing out of the tree, so that's why I put the heart in there, even though it's not center or clustered with the other things. So now I'm gonna take some of the circles and I'm gonna embellish this card with them, and it comes off really busy, so you've been warned, but I actually really like how it looks. And I'm using my Tumbo Mono Adhesive Plus to just glue everything around. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time deciding where everything should go. But I do like how this card turns out. And I love these cards from Pseudo Calico. The quality is really good, and also on the other side they always have a version of black and white of the cards in the kit, so that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna add more hearts. I tell you, I added a lot. Was it necessary? No, but I like it, so I couldn't help myself. And speaking of double-sided cards, the new documented collection from Pretty Little Studio, their journaling cards are now going to be double-sided, and that's really cool. And the collection is super cute. I already pre-order, so make sure you get your pre-order in so you're one of the first ones to get it. I'm really excited about that one because it's going to work really well with my style. And I'm sorry I got a little bit out of frame there. And I'm using that tag. I think it's from Fancy Pants Designs. I use it in my typewriter, and I have a picture of my typewriter right there. I think I got it in September, but I like that photo with the foggy window, the coffee, the typewriter. And this is one of the filler photos that I will be using in the future whenever I have photos of children I didn't make. And I like the heart, but the LA Studio hearts that are kind of pointy, I don't know how I feel about them. I have mixed feelings about them. And this kit has way too many alphas. I went a little alpha crazy in here. This card only has 4 things, but it looks so busy because that tag takes a huge chunk of that photo. And this card was sticking out like crazy. I think the contrast between the white and pink, it was way too strong. So I wanted to stamp, I think the word is here. And I wanted to stamp with white all around the card, but you could barely see it, and I don't know why. Normally my brilliance works really well in every surface, but then I tried with another stamp, so I was like, well, maybe it's this color of paper that won't take the ink. So then I use this ink pad from Color Story from Studio Calico, and it worked out really well. But at the end, when everything was stamped, the love was still sticking out, so I decided to stamp right on top of it, and it made a huge difference. Maybe it didn't, but in my head it did. I'm just trying to fill a few of the spaces, and then I decided to just stamp on top. And a few of them do overlap, but I don't mind, turn out pretty cool. And here you can see it a lot better. And I tried to color my hair purple, but it didn't go my way because I don't want to bleach it. So I'm just gonna put a little sticker that says epic fail, which was not an epic fail. It washed out, it didn't really damage my hair, but I'm gonna use the Tombow Mono Join pen to write my journaling in this freckle font journaling sticker. I'm using the 01. I like the really thin points. I also like to use the Tombow Twin Tones, but since I already have so many colors, I didn't want to add even more, so that's what I use, black. And here I'm using another of the labels and the same pen, but I left a little space at the bottom, that way I could cut it off. And I'm gonna do a little bit of layering with some washi and a sticker. And this is just a wallet that my husband got me, and I really like it. I'm still using it. And I love the cut aparts words from Ellie Studio. They're similar to the ones from Pretty Little Studio, and they're really versatile. And I love that they come in lots of colors too. Here I'm just using these alphas from Studio Calico to write that I got a Luna Lovegood Funko Pop, which is so cute. And I love these alphas from Studio Calico. I have them in all the colors, and if I see them again, I probably will buy them again because they look great, especially on photos. They're just really awesome because they're clear, but not really clear, like a vellum kind of material. So it's nice for white surfaces too. And I thought about not putting the name and that photo, but then I was thinking about Toys R Us and how if you didn't grow up with the store, you might not remember it later. Like, my little one loves GameStop because she's such a gamer, but she's 5. So if GameStop closes the next year, she probably won't remember when she gets older. So that is one of those things that you're like, oh, that was this store and this is how it looked. And all the stores have the games. I don't know how you call that, like a machine where you can play the games, mostly Nintendo. So it's one of those staples in their stores that if you look back when you get older, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, even if you don't see the name, you're gonna be like, oh, that's GameStop because they used to do this and that. And this is just a filler card. I use this sort to kind of look like a little sun. And since I put all my journaling and the photos, this was supposed to be my journaling card, but since I already wrote my journaling and the photos, I figured that I could just add another filler card. And I kept it super simple because the stripes were pretty busy and I love the colors, so I didn't want to cover them. And this is the result. This week and the one before was a little bit more boring than usual, so that is why I have a 9x12 and a 12x12. I love the liberty of using a 12x12 album because then I can do this sort of thing. If my week is really slow, then I could do a 6x12 and a 12x12, or if it's incredibly ultra mega boring, then I have one side for one week and one for the other, which is what is probably gonna happen in my 2019 album, because I'm not taking that many photos. I don't know what's up with that. I think the winter lingered on for so long that it kind of like joined my energy. And I love outside pictures, so if I'm not going outside or going somewhere, chances are I'm not gonna do anything. And on top of that, I took all the Disney photos and put them in their own album, but that's just 1 week, so it wouldn't matter that much. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I know that people prefer the Project Life videos. Whenever I don't do them, I get messages like, when are you gonna do a Project Life video? So I'm really working on my album, and luckily I'm feeling very inspired lately. I feel like I'm gaining momentum, so hopefully you will see a lot of more Project Life spreads. But do tune in to my channel and subscribe, because I have videos at least twice a week, every week. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.